we asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about? What am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's giving me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Check it out one time.
1017 The Truth. Bringing you truth in the morning from the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee.
In the heart
of
downtown Milwaukee.
The 3rd Street Market Hall. Bailey Coleman and Damian LZ for a Thursday. And Andrew back there as well. In music radio, you would say on the 1s and 2s, but you know.
It's the 1s and 2s.
Good morning. Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Bailey.
How are you?
I'm doing well, working with technology.
Oh, yeah. Dame, good morning.
Good morning, Bailey. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. I had my cup of coffee.
I didn't.
Our barista upstairs was right today. I didn't check downstairs.
The barista?
The barista.
You mean that machine?
Yeah, coffee machine.
Don't get these people thinking we got somebody up there that's really...
Why not?
Making the coffee, putting the little leaves in it and stuff like that.
No, you know what? We have a palatial resort of a radio station here.
We do.
These are the facts.
It's a great spot.
It is.
That I'm not fronting on, but don't give them...
When I was working at the other spot, man, you couldn't even hardly get in the studio. The studio thing was so big. I mean, it was like a quarter of the size of the studios we have here.
When I was in college, I used to be on college radio sometimes. And they used to have them in a closet.
Yeah. Hey.
It was basically a closet next to another closet, and it was a hallway. So the producer sat over there, and the DJ sat there, and everything. It was crazy.
Yeah. But here at Good Karma Brands, I got to tell you, it is comfortable. It is not, they look wonderful.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. Beautiful studios. Absolutely. And the interior, y'all, is really nice, too.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. Really, really a wonderful, beautiful place to work at. So, how you been? I ain't been in a minute. I've been out since Monday. You've been in all week.
Yeah, me and Homer been
Yeah. So,
shout out to my brother Homer, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Homer. Yeah,
we've been having fruitful discussions, bringing the people in and we've been spending a lot of time on the food share and things of that nature. But before we go off into that, shout out to Shannon Simmons.
Oh, my girl.
Yeah.
Shannon at WTMJ.
Losing a good one, y'all.
Yeah. And she just gone on about her business.
Mm-hmm. She's been here since 2013.
I did not realize that.
That's a long time.
That is a long time. We've done some gigs together, and that made me go, when I saw it online, it made me go and go, how long ago was that we did our last gig together? It's been a few years. It has been a few years.
That ain't Carol Meakin years, but that's still a long time.
That is a long time. That is a long time. So, shout out to her, because we're going to miss her.
Yeah.
She did a lot, too, over there at WTMJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She absolutely did.
And she was the queen bee over there, too.
Anytime somebody stays someplace for that long and they make it happen, you gotta applaud that. So whatever she's got going on next, we are not upset with it. And the video is up, y'all, on YouTube, if y'all listening. My man Andrew worked his magic on that, pause, and it's back. I don't know if I needed to pause that.
I don't think you need to pause that.
It just felt
You just a reminder, you can check us out live, stream us on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Also on Facebook. You can check us out there too this morning and on X.
Yeah, check it out.
Andrew got everything rolling back there.
Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, X. You can see me in my black elephant T-shirt.
You can see me in my Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, we didn't even plan that.
T-shirt. We did not plan it, but we was vibing the same. Yeah, we love music.
You know what's funny? Is that when Black Elephant was in the source, Biggie was on the cover.
See?
It was a memorial issue for Biggie.
Okay.
And so we were in the Off the Radar or Unsigned Hype. I can't remember which one it was. And yeah, shout out to Biko that wrote that article for us and had us in the source. But Biggie was on the cover. So I got on my Black Elephant.
Right.
You got on this. This is supposed to be.
It's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be right there.
I've been waiting to wear this shirt too. I ain't wore this shirt in a long time. I had in my closet. I said, today's Biggie's day. We finna do a Biggie, can't you see? Oh, don't get me going. Okay. Anyway.
She about to sing R. Kelly in a second. Biggie got a song with R. Kelly? He do.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah, she about to sing that song, Andrew.
Yeah, no.
The R. Kelly joint.
Why y'all keep talking about me and R. Kelly? What is the deal?
Story.
Oh, my story about it?
That's a crazy.
Did you even hear the full story?
I was listening when you were on air, because I listened, and you were discussing the R. Kelly and how he took you to his private studio and you went to his house.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
The chocolate factory.
I went to the chocolate factory.
The voice?
Yes.
You see that I'm putting that in the deepness in my voice when I talk about it.
See,
the chocolate factory.
Y'all want to make it more than it is. People always do this. It was not. Okay.
That wasn't it. You don't want to rehash. I feel you.
No. Oh, now you're really trying to make it into something. Why do you do that? It was not even like that.
It wasn't like that.
It was not. You know what? I mean, all these other things, with R. Kelly and all of that stuff.
It was before all of that.
To me, it was before all of that. And to me, I met a very nice person. The several times that I met him, because it was more than one time.
Mm-hmm.
Numerous times I met him, and every time, unlike a lot of other artists, he was very consistent in who he was and how he was, and he was always a very nice gentleman.
I'm sure.
I don't know about the rest.
I'm sure people
it's consequences and repercussions for the rest. But for the time that I met, from the very first time I met him, always a very nice gentleman. And I cannot say that for... Stop smiling!
I'm sure people said the same thing about John Wayne Gacy and these serial killers.
God.
He was such a nice kid.
He was not
a nice person when I met him.
Serial
you would have never
killer. Don't put him in the same category.
He's
an R&B singer.
You never thought I would have never thought he was peeing on people.
Oh, gosh. I do not believe you.
Listen.
I do not believe you. Every time I met him.
Don't send me no hate mail.
From the first
I know y'all
time.
still love R. Kelly, and I'm.
Yeah, they do.
I'm hating on him a little bit.
And you know, it's a little wild this morning. Dame acting real wild. And Dame and Andrew are a little loose this morning. They acting a little wild up in here, y'all.
She called us loose.
Yeah.
I don't know
y'all doing a lot this morning.
You want to call me loose.
You know what? Oh, right. My bad.
We're having a good time this morning, y'all. My bad. It's Thursday. It's Thursday, Friday.
Friday Eve.
It's the lead up to Friday.
Yes.
And, you get a little delirious. And I've been up since 5 o'clock, 5:15.
Joined the, I was like out the house at 5:15, rolling to.
Yes.
Andrew was probably here because he's that type of producer.
I was definitely here by 6:15.
Were you here at 5, Andrew?
No, not today.
Not today?
I got here at 6.
Okay, well, ooh. So which meant that you had to get up by 5 o'clock, right? Yeah, okay. I got up at 4:45. straight up.
Mm-hmm.
And got it together, shower, shampoo, and shine. Got out the door and did, made my runs because I had to drop my son off before I got here. Because we're a one-car household right now.
That's a man.
And, so that's kind of how that went. So we all got up early.
Yeah.
We got to get up early to come in here.
You could say you saving, the environment and emissions with one car. You're being an environmentalist.
I'm really not. I really wish we had two cars. So then neither one of us would have to get up that early. You know what I mean?
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt.
I could sleep a little bit later if I didn't have to drop him off first. You know what I'm saying?
The benefit of the doubt.
Okay, I'm sure.
I'm giving you the benefit.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me give a shout out to. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I had some trees and stuff on my curb, and DPW came the other day and just took them, and I hadn't called them or nothing. They must have just been driving by and saw it.
Said, y'all, Dame got the trees in front of the crib. Let's go and get that taken care of.
At DPW that be looking out and put in that work. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
I definitely appreciate that.
I know that's right.
Because I hadn't called or nothing. I was like, I need to call and get this done or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, ain't now the time for them to collect your leaves and all that?
So they might have been out doing that and saw it and was like, let's just take this too. They didn't have to, but they did it.
Okay.
So I appreciate that.
Yeah. I appreciate all that. Yeah, all those. You know what? I hate it when the leaves are like stacked up and then, you driving by them. Kids play in stuff like that. So
you can't play in leaves no more.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous.
The way these people throw stuff out the car into stuff.
Yeah.
And back in the day, that was the height of it. When you was a youngin' playing in leaves.
Yeah.
That was everything.
Yeah.
You break them up. They get you to break them up just so you can jump in them.
Right.
My grandmother used to stay on 72nd and Stark, and that's what we used to do. She had to stay on the corner. It was all leaves. And so you break them up and dive in these leaves.
Dive in the leaves. Just dive in them. Yeah, I know that's right. Okay, so look, when we come back, we're going to talk about the whole food share situation.
We've been talking about it a lot, but it's an evolving story.
It is an evolving story, and we got an update.
Now, it's crazy.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that when we come back. In the meantime, calling all Black-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you looking to share your story and grow your reach? We have teamed up with Associated Bank for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, 4 lucky business owners will win an opportunity to spotlight their brand and journey on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. To sign up for your business spotlight interviews, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC. You're checking out Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Get ready for a breath of fresh air with Community Heartbeat, your go-to show for health and wellness in our vibrant city. Presented by Outreach Community Health Centers and hosted by me, Sherwin Hughes. Tune in this Saturday at 10 a.m. as we take you on a journey toward a healthier Milwaukee. Community Heartbeat is not just a show, it's a movement dedicated to bringing our community together through wellness. We've got expert interviews, inspiring stories, and the inside scoop on local events from Outreach Community Health Centers that will keep your heart pumping with positivity.
Our children deserve a real chance to make it in life, and a good education is a passport to opportunity. At City Ford Collective, we're working to make sure there's a great Milwaukee school for every Milwaukee family, because more good options lead to better outcomes. And who doesn't want that? Together, we can give every child the foundation they need to thrive, and a stronger future for kids means a stronger future for Milwaukee. To learn more about our mission, visit us at cityfordcollective.org. That's cityfordcollective.org.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Join Marketplace Wisconsin on December 10th and 11th, where contract-ready small businesses meet buyers, partners, and mentors. Register now at marketplacewisconsin.com. That is marketplacewisconsin.com.
Hurt by a truck? Call Gruber's offices. One call, that's all.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Truth Nation, the countdown is on for the second annual Truth Summit, happening Saturday, November 15th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Thrive on King. This free in-person event brings together bold voices and sharp minds to tackle Milwaukee's biggest challenges, from healthcare disparities to fixing our broken education pipeline. Dr. Ken Harris leads the charge with expert guests and real talk you won't want to miss. Lock in your seat now at 1017thetruthsummit.com. Presented by 1MKE and Thrive on King. Dame, what's good?
What's going on?
Now,
man?
We've been talking about this food share stuff for a whole 5 minutes. I mean, well, you know what I'm saying.
When you say 5 minutes, is metaphorically for, we've been talking about it for a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel you.
And the story grows as we get closer to November 1st.
And it's been a snowball rolling down a hill, so to speak.
Yes.
And not in a good way, where it's gaining steam and it's gaining momentum. We're learning more and more about food share and how important it is, and how important it has been happening under the radar, to the point where we're learning today from a story yesterday from MPS that, we know the numbers, 700,000 people in the state, so many people in Milwaukee.
But dang,
we never knew it was like that. They're saying that half. Listen to this, y'all. A story came out yesterday that's saying that half of MPS students are on food share.
Not a quarter or nothing like that. Not even. They said half. That messes me up. That messes with my mind. Half of our babies are a part of the food share situation.
So that means half of our MPS students will wake up and the only meal, we talk about it all the time, like a lot of times kids, the only meals they get is in school. And so the breakfast and lunch programs that take place in schools are that important. And how in the summertime, that may be the only meal they get. And so we have the rec stuff and the open house, and people can go get their meals. But this just lets you know off top.
Right.
That's what's happening. The teachers union and some other organizations, it was 8 other organizations, came together yesterday and did a press conference and talked about it. And shout out to Andrew for having it on the screen.
Yeah.
And talked about it. It's crazy. Half
of the kids in MPS. So that's like you saying you got 4 people in your household. 2 of them people ain't gonna eat.
Come November 1st.
Come November 1st. In school or not. 2 of them not gonna eat.
That's and
how you gonna split the sandwich you got?
And so we've been talking all week about the importance of this and how it affects everyone. I think understanding that half of MPS students potentially will not have food come November 1st. There's a high potential of that. That should call you to action. As a person, as a Milwaukee constituent, as a Milwaukee community, that should call us all into action, right? Because those are
our babies.
Those are our babies. We could talk about our political beliefs.
Yes.
We could talk about the Republicans. That's why I always say they playing games with our lives.
Yeah.
Because we could talk about Republican, Democrat, who's right, who's wrong. But at the end of the day, when the babies get affected by your political, they can't even vote. They don't care about none of that stuff. They're just going to wake up, eat some cereal, go to school, come back home, do some homework, eat some dinner, and have some fun.
Yeah.
And going to school is their job, right?
Going to school is their job.
When this starts to trickle down to them and affect them, then that's really should be a wake-up call for people. And when people, like my man Sherman Parker Al that calls in and will say, Sherman Parker Al, shout out to Sherman Parker Al. I ain't mad at him, but he has his views. He believes it. He'll call in and say, well, the Democrats need to just give 7 more votes and they can get it. No, the Democrats don't need to do nothing. I'm not even saying the Republicans. Trump needs to do something.
Yep.
Trump needs to sign over, and I keep hammering this point home. For the last week, I've hammered this point home because I want y'all to understand that it is not a war against black and brown. It's a war against the poor.
Yeah.
They want to control the poor and control the powers of the poor, whether that be your working power, whether that be your spending power, whether that be whatever power you may possess. They want to take it from you and control it. And how do they do that? You take away somebody's food.
Yeah.
Now you can't feed your kids. You're willing to work and do anything to feed your kids. Because that's what it boils down to. Now we see it with half. So when you see 2 kids standing on the bus stop, one of them didn't eat last night come November. There's a high potential that one of them didn't eat.
Yeah.
Just let that sink in. And I don't think people understand the importance of this. And as a community, we need to rally around those that are trying to help supplement those that don't have these, whether it be, we talked about the food pantries yesterday. We listed off all the food pantries. Y'all can go back on the YouTube, on Facebook, on all of the stuff and check that out. Those places need to be supported. And that word needs to be put out there because I'm telling y'all, this is not just a simple political football they throwing in.
And you know what? The shameful part of it is this could be easily fixed.
Yeah.
Clearly, the USDA has money that they could put in there and keep everybody rolling. In case of emergency, break open bottle, and there is a bottle to be broken.
They got it.
Right.
They got
the money. So it's okay for you to build, an extra palace next to the White House.
Even if it's from private donations.
From private donations.
And I listen to everybody's show. And Kyle was talking about it. That's not that bad. And I feel you, Kyle. That's my brother. I love you. But it is that bad. Yeah. Because the optics of it is that
our kids don't matter.
Our kids don't matter. But getting this $200 billion or $200 million for that is okay.
Yeah.
Giving ICE all of these billions of dollars is okay.
Yeah.
And y'all can say, I know we're being repetitive and we're hammering this point home, but this is Milwaukee, right? And half of our kids in MPS, which most of our kids go to MPS. We're not a rich town. We're not a big rich town. Shout out to 50. We're not a big rich town.
No, we're not.
This is Milwaukee. We barely have a middle class. So everybody here, for the most part, is struggling to survive and trying to make ends meet. And when you do, like I've had friends come from out of town and they be like, dog, I didn't know Milwaukee was like this. I didn't know it was this many black people. I didn't know it was hood. I didn't know this, right? Mm-hmm. It is. And I'm not saying it like it's some type of badge of honor. I'm just stating the facts. Knowing that this is where we are and this is who we are, this is really going to hit us hard. I don't think people understand.
People don't get it.
How hard this is going to hit us. If you don't have food saved up, there are people that this is going to hit hard.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's people that's working jobs that get food share and SNAP and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Because their family level may be higher than the amount that they're working in their job. So you can go to work and see people that are got food share.
Yeah.
And they ain't getting that money.
Yeah.
And so now they kids is not getting the amount of food that they want to get. And this is the time for us as a community to rally around each other.
Yeah.
And maybe this is our boycott moment, our bus boycott moment, where we all come together and say, you know what, for the betterment of black people, let me put my views aside, this aside, my eliteness aside. Let me put all this aside, and let's focus on feeding these kids and focus on helping the least of us that need our help. We'll see what happens. Because I had a discussion with my brothers, and I was talking about it, and somebody had posted something about, don't worry about subsidies, forget about the subsidies, forget about this. We need to all come together. And my comeback was, well, maybe this is that moment. Maybe this is the moment where we come together, because we realize the importance that this has, and that the fact that we're realizing that nobody cares about us and nobody's going to do for us but us.
Speaking of doing something about it, we're going to share what the mayor's doing about it after the break. You're checking out Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you can save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Join us for the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's annual Black and White Ball on November 1st at the Bear Center. This elegant evening supports vital programs in employment, education, and economic opportunity for our community. Enjoy an unforgettable performance by national recording artist Sean Hinton, and step out in your finest black and white attire and be part of something transformative. It's not too late to be a sponsor or reserve your seats by visiting gmul.org. That is gmul.org. The Black and White Ball, building brighter futures together.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Here is Sherwin Hughes with his truth.
You ever notice how the phrase 9 to 5 sounds just so old school? That's because in 2025, the 9 to 5 is as outdated as a rotary phone. Let's be real. The world has changed, and the way we work has changed with it. The gig economy is booming. Folks are making money on their own terms, driving Ubers, delivering DoorDash, freelancing, and side hustling their way to the bag. And then there's the work-from-home revolution. People are clocking in from their kitchen tables, their favorite coffee shops, or even the beach. Laptops open, pajamas on, productivity up. The virtual office is now the new corner office, and the only commute is from the bed to the desk. Let's not forget about the digital nomads, those bold souls who turn the world into their workplace. They're sending emails from Bali, closing deals in Barcelona, and living life on their own schedule. No time clock, no cubicle, just Wi-Fi and a dream. And 21st century entrepreneurship, well, it's a whole new game. You can launch a business from your phone, build a brand on Instagram, and make more in a week than some folks do in a month without even punching a clock. So who's still working that old 9 to 5 job? People who are resistant to change or maybe just can't adapt. The future belongs to the flexible, the creative, the hustlers who know how to make technology work for them. The 9 to 5, well, that's a museum piece. The real action is happening outside the box, where freedom and opportunity are just a click away.
This has been Truth Takes on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Okay, southbound 41 backing up from the county line to Good Hope Road. Then back on the brakes from Appleton Avenue down past Hampton. We've got westbound 94 still dealing with a crash off on the right shoulder at 35th Street. Delays coming in from about 25th Street all the way through to about Mitchell Boulevard. Eastbound, you got backups from Barker Road to Calhoun, and then from 84th Street to Holly Road and through the Stadium Interchange. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny, a high of 54 tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 39. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 1017 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
I have no issue with going to food pantries to get help, so that's what I've already started to do.
Trying to make smaller portions.
Amber Silvers and Kiana Reed are mothers trying to carefully balance extremely tight budgets and feeding their families. Both are worried about the government shutdown delaying food share benefits in November.
I need them to get it together. Like, it is real people out here in this world that needs these benefits. This is not a game.
Both women work and each have 2 children. Amber's youngest is 3-year-old Mina.
Definitely a struggle for sure, considering I'm a single mom. So, it's not like I have my significant other to help me out.
Racine County Human Services and the United Way of Racine County are among those working proactively on a community response.
We have around 29,000 individuals who are on food share in our community.
Their focus is to make sure existing resources like the food bank and pantries are being utilized and building up capacity for growing demand. Coordinators don't want to respond too quickly in case the need doesn't pan out to be a major emergency, but they want to be prepared.
What's your message to those who have the ability to help right now?
So it is virtually impossible for the county and United Way to help fill the gap. So financial investments are very much needed, but also give them your time.
Late last week, the federal government...
See, I clutched my pearls when that mother said, I'm trying to make smaller portions.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's real rough. That's real rough.
Yeah, no.
You trying to make smaller portions for your kids.
Yeah. You really trying to make it stretch.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just think, that's what, people have, I've had it rough with ramen noodles and ramen noodles and hot dogs.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Whatever you can get to make a meal, you do it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's to the point where, she's cutting down the portions so that everybody can eat. That's some dystopian.
Yeah.
I hate to say third world as if we're above those, situations, but that's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. And we have to realize that it's a lot going on in the world. But those that are next door to us may need our help just as much.
I hate to say this, and I've said it before, but until it actually hits and people are really looking at the reality of not having any food, or their family members don't have any, and you got to figure it all out, ain't nobody tripping until you got that last can of soup or whatever or beans in your cupboard. It's it's not a big deal. 833-212-1017, 833-212-1017. That's our True Talk and Text line. You want to get in on this conversation? You can text us at that number. You can call us. You can hit us up on our YouTube chat. We got anybody over there? What they shouting out?
We got shout out to the people on my YouTube page. We got Curtis Allen. I need my glasses. 17D4G baked bread and noodles, cut meat and where is our leaders? And we got Melody Madden, who said Evers announced last month that there was a $4.5 billion surplus in the 2025 budget. Why shouldn't should Madison step in and maybe move some money over? They not lying.
They're not lying at all. Speaking of leaders, we have Cavalier Johnson. Remember, I told you he is trying to do something about it, and it's a good start. Let's see what he's doing. We got that
While
clip.
things are not going the way that they should, Milwaukee refuses to wait. We're going to take care of our own. That's why all these folks are assembled with me today. So I'm asking everyone who can, let's step forward and prevent children in our community from going hungry. We're working with committed partners who can make this happen, but we're going to need the public support in order to make sure that kids in our community don't go hungry during the government shutdown. While things are not going the way.
So he's putting together a citywide food drive to help the kids here in
I ain't mad at that.
Milwaukee. I'm not mad at it either. I think it's a great idea.
Listen.
We got to do something.
And shout out to Chevy because he's had, 2 great ideas in the last 48 hours about the MPS students and about the youth pretty much because this is about the youth.
Yeah.
He had the idea where the City Walkie employees go into MPS schools.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent idea. Wish I would have thought of it first.
Mm-hmm.
He has this idea of doing a food drive. A simple act.
Simple act.
But it can help foster that type of community that we need from our leaders to show. There's a lot going on right now in the city. There's the city budget. There's so much going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of our electeds are focused on that, as they should be, because that's the long term of it. But there needs to be a portion of us, a part of us that are focused on the short term, and the short term being what we're going to do until the food share kicks back in. Mm-hmm. And we need to be spreading the word about the food pantries. I don't want to talk about how Trump can do and sign it over anymore. We discussed it earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
What are we going to do now? We know where we are.
We know where we are.
We know where we are. We've discussed how we got here.
Mm-hmm.
We've discussed how Trump can just sign stuff over.
Yeah.
Money is there. Maybe even the governor has some money he can put in to do it. We know all of this, right?
Yeah.
We've educated y'all for the last 2 weeks on that. So you know how we got here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But we here. So being in that we're here, what are y'all going to do? And I would like to hear from the community. What are you going to do to help your neighbor in this situation?
833-212-1017. True Talk and Text line. You can call us or text us at that number. I want to let you know, if you do nothing else, make sure that you make a donation. If you can donate every week, whatever works. If you could only do one canned good or something like that, or one non-perishable food item, guess what? You did something, okay? And donations because we got to show love and total support for what the mayor is doing, okay? Because this can and will help our kids. Remember, half of them in the Milwaukee public school system are a part of this food share program, okay? Now, they are accepting donations at Milwaukee City Hall, Milwaukee County Courthouse, the Zeidler Municipal Building, Marsha Peacock's Health and Human Services Center, Hillview, Pfizer Forum, and at all Milwaukee public schools and Milwaukee police departments and the Milwaukee Public Library. That's a lot of places you can go
to donate. My man on the YouTube, Pooh7088, said Cali has stepped up and is handing out gift cards for Cali citizens. Cali got that bread.
What, California?
Yeah.
California has the largest economy in the United States. They can put something together like that. Let's see what Milwaukee and Wisconsin come up with. Because, the more these states become independent from the actual government, the worse it's going to be for the government, because then we're going to be like, well, what we need you for? Because how you contribute, how you helping us out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they're using us, and they're using us as pawns. They're using our children as pawns. They're using our they're using our inability to support ourselves in these situations as pawns. But we have to show them that we can support ourselves. Right. So like I said, we talked about everything that got us here. What are we going to do now? Let's talk about what's going to happen, how we're going to move ourselves forward from this moment, and let this be a beacon that brings us all together. How are we going to move us forward?
Right.
And we're going to donate food. Don't just donate food one time. Don't just volunteer at the pantry one time.
Right.
Don't just care about your neighbor down the street just on this occasion.
Right.
Maybe this can become something that we can foster a sense of community that's needed so deeply and so much in our community, a sense of community that can propel us forward down the road. Because like we keep looking for that moment that we had in the 60s and the 70s, the civil rights moment, the boycott moment, the Montgomery boycott moment, the Memphis garbage man. We keep looking for these moments to happen, and maybe this is it. We can't underplay this moment, and maybe this is it, because we're seeing that they don't care.
Clearly.
And if they don't care about us, then we need to care about us. And in caring about ourselves, we need to push ourselves away from them.
Yeah.
And do for ourselves. So I'm saying push yourself away from Republican, push yourself away from Democrat, and focus on your people.
Exactly. Let's go to the Truth Talking text line. Al from Sherman Park. What's your truth this morning? How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning, Bailey and LZ. Yeah, I was putting away some groceries and realized I had bought some extra staples that I know I'm not going to eat for months from now. So I'm just going to go ahead and donate that. As I was taking my beans down to soak, I got extra beans in the cabinet that I'm not going to eat all up. And this is Hunger Task Force's Food for Families Drive, which starts October 1st all the way through December 31st. So you can donate. Johnson Control should have barrels out. You can also donate to Feeding America, and all year round you can donate peanut butter. And I know they're about to give out turkeys. I know when I worked in the hunger industry, we had so many turkeys, people couldn't even take them home and cook, because a lot of homeless people don't have any stoves to cook turkeys and pork loins. So there'll be a lot of turkeys coming up between now and Christmas. But still, get out and donate some extra, because if you, like I said, I was putting away groceries and found something that I forgot I even bought this. Let me go donate this, because I know I'm not going to eat it for months from now.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to Al.
See, that's what I'm talking about, Al. Stay on the line. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what me and Al will call up here, and we will disagree about a number of things. But what we cannot disagree about as black people and as people of Milwaukee is that the kids need to eat.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm saying this is a moment that can pull everyone together, because even Sherman Park Al is saying them kids, but them babies got to eat. Me and you, gang, we can argue next week about whose fault it is.
Yeah.
But the kids got to eat. So shout out to you, Sherman Park Al.
Yes.
Yeah, and one more thing, grandmas and aunties out there, teach the young folks how to make that pot of beans and rice and some cornbread, please.
Come on now. Come on now, Al.
Real talk. Because all our kids know how to do is make ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. All right. When we come back, we've got more with Truth in the Morning. Bailey Coleman, Damian LZ on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
So let me ask you, when the government, and again, I'm doing the air quotes, tightens the belt, who's standing underneath the belt when it snaps back?
This is The Truth Unfiltered with Denise Thomas and Dr. Ken Harris.
Don't want you to agree. Honestly, should I be transparent? I don't really care if you agree. I, like you, want to be heard.
Sundays starting at 7 on 620 WTMJ and Mondays at 6 on 101.7 The Truth.
Hey Milwaukee, are you ready to make your neighborhood shine? Join 1MKE's Neighborhood Task Force, where neighbors come together to build stronger, more connected communities in Washington Park, Washington Heights, Clark Square, and Walker's Point. Come share a meal and share your ideas and share your voice. This is your chance to shape the future of your neighborhood. Don't miss out. RSVP today on Eventbrite. Search 1MKE Neighborhood Task Force and join the movement to make Milwaukee stronger together. 1MKE, one voice, one community, one future.
If you've been injured, let our team help get you back in the game. Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of the Milwaukee Bucks. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
Bucks basketball is back. A brand new season of big games, electric matchups, and unforgettable moments starts now. There's nothing like Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The energy, the thrills, the slam dunks, and buzzer-beating three-pointers. Don't miss your chance to be part of all the on-the-court, cheering crowd, fear the deer excitement. Get your tickets today at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
Talk to these people in terms of how do I register for this program despite my reservations and my previous experiences of rejection?
Yes, I tell anybody and everybody that you can buy a house. It may take somebody longer than the other person depending on what your circumstances is with your credit and income and affordability, but you can purchase a house. The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the first-time home buyer education workshop. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
The Truth. Truth in the Morning with Bailey Coleman, Damian LZ. We are in the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. I want to invite everybody to tune into the award-winning 101.7 The Truth Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. between the Tori Lowe Show and Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris. Kyle Wallace will be joined by Sensore Irving, founder and executive director at Resources and Beyond. They will discuss Irving's efforts in creating family stability for people in Milwaukee and why she opened up a community of food pantry to provide the necessary resources to those in need in our community. Once again, that's the Black Business Give Back Spotlight this coming Friday, 3:57 p.m. That's tomorrow on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
And she's talking about opening food pantries.
Yeah.
How appropriate is that?
That is right on time.
That's right on time. Shout out to The Truth and doing that. That's right on time. That's appropriate language right there.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Yesterday, I just sent this to you, Andrew, so if you ain't got it ready, I feel you. Yesterday we mentioned some food pantries and we didn't have the graphic up, but we just mentioned them. So I'm gonna go through those food pantries.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Let's do that.
So that y'all can have this information and you can spread it to whomever. We got the Hunger Task Force Mobile Market. We got community-powered fridges. Shout out to Metcalf Park and all of the work that they do. We got Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. We got UMOS. We got Nourish MKE, which is a network of community food centers that provide market-style experience for selecting and preparing food. We got the Milwaukee Christian Center. We got the Trickle B Cafe. Now, the Trickle B Cafe is such an important part of the community because at this cafe, you pay what you can pay. You don't.
Oh, wow.
You go in there, you order some stuff, and whatever you got, in your pocket.
Okay.
You can pay. So if you have a bunch of money and you want to pay more to cover for the next person, you can do that. So these are places you can go also to donate to. And Trickle B Cafe is something we all should support. I was there the other day, and that's where they have the Metcalf Park has their community fridge at. You got Milwaukee County Senior Dining Program. You got Mayfair Road Food Pantry. You got River West Food Pantry. You got Ginsland School. St. Casimir Parish Hall. You have the Salvation Army in Oak Creek. You have the Salvation Army Distribution Center. Salvation Army Milwaukee at 4129 West Villard. You got the Praise Temple Food Pantry. You got Salvation Army West Corps. You got Interchange Food Pantry, Kinship Community Food Center, Jewish Community Pantry, St. Vincent de Paul Meal Program, Milwaukee County Food Map, and the Milwaukee Food Council. So my man Andrew just threw them up there for y'all. So as y'all on YouTube, take a screenshot of this. I took it straight off of my Instagram. So y'all take a screenshot of this and spread this information. Share this. This is our moment right here. This is how we come together and we show that we are a community. We are not those people that they try to make us out to be. You know what I'm saying? That we are a community and that we do care about our neighbors and that we do have empathy for those that are less fortunate than us. Once again, shout out to Al, because those are the types of things we need to do.
Right.
Reach across the, like I said, me and Al may not agree on a lot of stuff, but we agree that the baby should eat.
Yeah, the baby should.
And let that be a foundation for us all to connect and let what separates us as a community. And I'm talking straight to black people right now.
Yep.
White people, y'all can listen, but I'm talking to black people right now. Whatever we have that divides us, Andrew can still listen.
Yeah.
Whatever we have that divides us, if we can't unite around the babies, then it really is lost.
Right.
But I think we can unite around the babies. I think we can show a form of unity that hasn't been seen in a while. And that's what I'm saying. Trump doesn't realize what he's done.
Mm-hmm.
He may have awakened a sleeping giant in our community.
Yeah.
And hopefully that's the case. A sleeping giant that has allowed for him to do the things that he's doing, that has allowed him for us to be subjugated to the way we have been.
Mm-hmm.
And all it took for not understanding the black community is you messing with our babies now?
Let's be real. People talk crazy stuff about the Black Panthers, but they did the original food share program. They did the breakfast. That's right. They was feeding babies way back then.
The importance of it is cannot be overstated.
Yeah. So people talk all the time. They talk all kinds of mess about them, but they were the originators of that. Yeah.
And that's who. And that's what I have in mind. And that's why people love them so much. And that's why on either side of it, you had such a love for Fred Hampton. You had such a love for Huey P., whether you were a black conservative or whether you were black liberal.
Yeah.
Because they, not only did they protect us, they went out and helped us. They saw something, a need that needed to be filled, and they did it.
Right.
And when somebody is working and somebody is doing something that benefits the community, I don't have to agree with all your political views.
Right.
I don't need to, because I understand what you feel about the community as well in that moment. So we can stand arm in arm in that moment,
right,
in defense of our community and in support of those that are supporting our community.
Right, right. And you know what? There are a lot of programs out there that are helping people and feeding people in our area. So let's just make sure that, if you know some individual programs, make sure that they have what they need, because there's a lot of churches out here that are feeding folk too, and if that's happening at your church, like it happens at my church, Embassy Center, MKE, at least once or twice a month. I think it's actually the second Sunday they do a grocery giveaway right there at the church after church, right? Mm-hmm. You could go in there, no questions asked, no nothing. They'll pray for you if you need some prayer. and they give you a bag of food. So, check those things out. Embassy Center's right there on Sherman and Fond du Lac. And it's usually like the second Sunday of the month, I do believe. But you can always check them out on Facebook or call the church if you're trying to find out that information. But you got to support those individual organizations that are out there doing that too, if you can. Some people don't like to get involved with these organizations because of whatever reason. Well, then do it on your own. Yeah, do it on your own. You organize something and exactly on your block. Well, you feed your block. I mean, the whole point of this right now is us giving you this information is so that you can make your choice. Whoever you want to support, maybe the only support you can give is a prayer, and that's great too. But there are organizations, Hunger Task Force, UMOS, that you were talking about, Nourish, MKE, Milwaukee Christian Center. All of those are places you could go drop off food. You could go to City Hall and drop off a couple cans if that's all you got. It's a place around the corner from where I live called Casa Maria. And the city was on them a while ago when I was a building inspector. That's how I know about it. But they have food where they just sit it out. And people and those in need know that on this day, Casa Maria is going to sit this food out on this porch. And you can come and bag it up what you need. Do stuff like that. And that's why I'm saying I don't think those in power have realized what they may have done in playing these games. They may have pushed the people too far because we care about our babies. Yeah, we do. And when half of them in MPS are not eating, you figure those figures correlate across the country, right? Right. And I'm not gonna say it's half, but it's something decent like that, right? When our babies are being affected by you playing these games now, then what? And what are we going to do? And then maybe it awakens in us also that we need to stop depending on the government to save us. We need to do for ourselves so that they can't play with our lives again in the future. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. And that's all I'm saying is maybe this is a wake-up call. Yeah. Stay woke. Stay woke. You're checking out Truth in the Morning with Bailey Colvin and Damian LZ. 101.7 The Truth. Milwaukee, the time is almost here. We've been entering Truth fans into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway for the past 3 months. And on Friday, October 31st, we finally pick our next Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All $5,000 giveaway winner. Be sure to tune in to the Truth in the Morning on Halloween so you don't miss your call. Because if you do, we will go down to the next caller until we find our $5,000 winner. There's nothing spooky about the 5K giveaway. Milwaukee Black Talk. 101.7 The Truth.
Make sure to tune in to the award-winning 101.7 The Truth's Black Business Give Back Spotlight this Friday at 3:57 p.m. The guest for the Spotlight this week will be Ashley Lucas, Senior Vice President, Small Business Banking Manager at Associated Bank. Ashley will discuss best practices for small businesses when choosing a bank to partner with and what things to look for when doing so. That's the Black Business Give Back Spotlight with Ashley Lucas, Senior Vice President of Small Business Banking Manager at Associated Bank this Friday at 3:57 on 101.7 The Truth.
At Hazelden Betty Ford, treating mental health isn't just about breaking old patterns. It's about braving new ones. As the leader in alcohol and drug treatment for 75 years, we know caring for addiction, anxiety, depression, and trauma goes hand in hand. We're here for you with new tools when life breaks down. Discover your path to better mental health at hazeldenbettyford.org/Wisconsin. Sponsored by Hazelden Betty Ford Foundation.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
How is it possible for somebody to be found guilty of something and serve no jail time? How is it possible that someone can get a first offense misdemeanor when it comes to marijuana here in the state of Wisconsin and can face up to 6 months in jail, but 2 men who are convicted of murder get probation? This is not what justice is about. Why does this keep happening, Truth Nation? And why does it always seem like black people die and we don't get the justice that we deserve? How should we react to this? If you commit a crime, you must do the time. If you take somebody's life, you have to pay the cost. I don't care that it was an accident, because it does not make sense to me how someone can be murdered and somehow they get no time. Even if you accidentally kill somebody, you are still a murderer, especially when you plead guilty to felony murder. Marijuana will get you more time in jail than killing somebody, especially when it comes to a black man here in America, unfortunately.
Catch Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace every weekday from noon to 1 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app. Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Check it out one time.
Right.
1017 The Truth. Truth in the morning. Bailey Coleman, Damian LZ. Live from the American Family Insurance Studio, the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Dame.
Yes, baby. I was reading some of these comments. I don't know who Curtis Allen is, but he is going off. Funny how the rich will eat the poor. This may be the time to take advantage of solidarity to avoid conflict. Thoughts and reason aid. Bagpipe soothe? See, that makes me think that's Israel. When there's so many comments in a row, but some of them are actually making sense. So then it throws me off. Maybe that ain't him.
Right.
It throws me off. So if that ain't him, it ain't him. But it is his actual making sense throws me off. Welcome back, y'all.
Welcome. You are.
We having a good time today.
You know, I gave my Fred Hampton speech towards the end of, I was conjuring the spirit of Brother Fred.
Yes.
In that moment, because that's something he probably would have said, is that this is our moment, this is our time.
Right.
And we need to come together despite,
right,
race, whatever, religion, whatever. We poor, and poor people got to stick together. And if you ain't rich, you poor. A lot of y'all think y'all rich.
Mm-hmm.
You a check away from being in the food share line as well.
Man,
yeah.
Preach.
You a job away from that.
Yes.
And no matter how much you think you got, they showed that when they did that to Kanye. Kanye had $6 billion. They dropped him down to what? 100. He had less than $1 billion at one point. He's back up now. But I'm just saying, that was a message to y'all.
Message
that it can happen to any of us.
It really can.
And so if you
really can.
If you are a thousandaire, like most of us are,
yeah,
where you may have a good job, then every 2 weeks you know that check is gonna be.
I'm like a 250-year.
So what happens?
And I mean, by that I mean $2.50.
Damn, that is rough. Everybody send Bailey some food. That is rough.
I know, right?
Listen, don't let Bailey get y'all in this. I know what Bailey drives, and so we know Bailey is not hurting.
It's from another life.
But what I'm saying is that
and that's the truth.
That all of us are under the scrutiny of economic strain.
Yes.
And nobody is absolved of that. And anybody that thinks they are, they will quickly remind you. So if you're not in that top 1% of the populace that has that income of millions and millions of dollars, top 1%, then you poor.
Right.
And that's the government, and that's the society we live in. You may have enough to last 2 or 3 months, 4 or 5 months, 6 months.
6 months.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But what happens after that?
Then, if you can last that long and you get another job, is it going to be the same amount that you were making.
Because you still got them same bills.
Because you still got them same bills. You still got that same overhead.
Yeah.
Whereas before you could manage and everything was fine, but now you're in a whole different, situation. So what is it?
I don't know. It's I think a lot of times we and I don't mean to get off into some economic stuff.
Right.
But a lot of times we get that job that pays us $150,000 or something like that. Like listen, I was working out in Kohler. I was doing I was building generators and stuff out there. And they had during the pandemic where the what did they call it? The operations line or the supply line was cut.
Mm-hmm.
So those guys out there have been used to working 60 hours a week.
Right.
So their checks were crazy because they had 20 hours of overtime, like on every 20 hours or 40 hours on every check,
on
right?
every check, yeah.
So they was making 80, 90,000 a year at a factory job. They was making 100,000, but once that supply chain got cut, now those overtime hours are gone.
Yeah.
But they had bills now,
right,
with those overtime hours,
right.
So I say all of that to say sometimes we get extra money, we get extra stuff, and we're like, oh, well, I can go get a new car, I can go do this, I can do that, but that isn't something that's going to be there forever. That money's not going to be there forever. So when it's not there forever, now you've spent and created this hole that you really can't dig yourself out of.
Right.
And then you get your tax returns, you get your rebates, and you get all of that. You get that $3,000-$4,000 in February, and you're like, oh, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm just talking right now. I'm just talking about economics, but we can do better. And
we can absolutely do better.
The economics of this city, and it ain't just us, you and I.
Right.
It's the government, too.
The government.
The government can do better, and that's what Milwaukee is trying to do when they are implementing this parking citation, getting their money.
Wow.
They trying to get their money.
That was a classic segue, wasn't it?
Yeah, you give me my props.
Look at you.
Shout out to Telly. I learned that from Telly.
Woo, shout out to Telly. Telly done taught you something. Look.
I used to compliment Telly on the way. Y'all messing up my segue because we talking about it right now. But that's okay.
But I mean, everybody needs to know when you do so. I mean, Dame, you're young in the game.
Yeah, that was a good one, right?
And we appreciate the good ones.
Afterwards.
Yeah,
the way I went into that.
We have to shout out the good ones.
Shout out to Telly who taught me that move.
Hey,
that was like a good crossover.
Yes,
right
there. That was a great crossover.
But listen, that's real though, because we all are taking or facing financial constraints, and even the city of Milwaukee is facing financial constraints. That's why they are trying to get all of their money.
They want all $17 million in unpaid parking tickets right away.
They want their money.
So they finna put it up, right? This is it.
Like instead
they got a new law.
I need that money. The city needs their money. And we're making jokes of it, but
it's real.
But again, we've talked about this in the past.
Yeah.
We've talked about how the property taxes have risen in certain black areas. They're talking about enforcing more tickets. Last week or a couple weeks ago, it came out they were going to write more tickets, and the areas that are ticketed the most are certain black areas. But now you have to figure the areas that have been ticketed the most already, they owe money. So now if you owe over 5 tickets, which is crazy to begin with. 5 parking tickets is like, what are you doing? Okay, I'm not even going to front. That's crazy. But when you have to go back and forth and maybe you don't have registration or whatever the case may be in some places, I'm not making excuses, but 5 is crazy. But if you have 5 or more parking tickets, they will send you a letter and tell you now, hey, man, I need that money.
Hey,
I need that money.
I'm going to need them funds.
Or I'm going to take your car.
All of it. The whole car.
And whereas before your car had to be illegally parked,
yes,
for them to tow it,
not no more.
Even if you were tow eligible,
mm-hmm.
Now you tow eligible, if they see your car parked on the street, they going to come get it. So you better believe the city is probably, they have a database of people that owe them 5 or more tickets.
39,000 vehicles.
Owe 5 or more tickets?
There you go.
So they know where y'all live at. They know where y'all park at. They're going to be circling them blocks, and they just going to tow your stuff.
Starting this Saturday. Do not be alarmed.
Have you ever?
Starting this Saturday.
To my people out there, and shout out to Andrew with the poll that's up right now. The poll says, are you going to donate to the citywide food drive while families wait for SNAP benefits? 63% said yes, 37% said no. Maybe they're gonna do something else.
Keep voting, y'all. Keep voting.
But my next question is this: is have you ever woken up and going out to your car and it was gone, and you thought somebody stole it, and come to find out that it was just towed? That is a crazy feeling. Come Saturday, 39,000 possible people are going to feel that feeling.
Well, now maybe the city will just go ahead and send those warning letters, because warning letters are going to go out first. That's what they say. And then all the drivers whose vehicles have 5 or more citations, or 60 or more, have 60 or more days, or are 60 or more days past due, and have not scheduled a court date or entered into a payment plan, then they're going to be looking for you. They finna call you. They finna check in for you. Yeah. They finna around your block with your address.
They coming.
And they going to wait on you.
And, before in the past, it was if you had more than 2 tickets, you were told eligible. But you had to be parked illegally someplace for them to activate the tow. I know this because I was young in Milwaukee. I was a young black man in Milwaukee. I've done all it. I told you already. I done came outside and my car was gone because I had them tickets on it, and they towed it. And then I must have didn't have a... Yeah, I had a Cherokee, right? And I was staying at my girlfriend's house. She lived in the cul-de-sac. I came out, and my car was gone. It was. I thought somebody stole my Cherokee. I love that Cherokee. That's my first car. I thought somebody stole it.
It wasn't stolen.
And then I called. I was like, well,
it wasn't stolen.
Let me call the parking lot, the tow lot.
The tow lot, and they had it.
And they had my stuff.
See, they ain't got time for you.
They're like, yeah, we got it.
They didn't have time for your young behind. You need to get it together. That's what they were saying.
We got your car. You pay this ransom and come get it. we holding your baby, the Cherokee, for ransom. You can come get it when you got that bread.
Look, the city reported that in the last 3 years, roughly 71.5% of parking citations have been paid. That's it. I would think that was pretty good, 70%.
70% is a good percentage.
That's a good percentage.
But what that means is there's 27% that's out there. And if that 27% is 17 million or however much they talking about, I don't know.
17 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
But see, that's
a lot of funds.
What I tell y'all all the time is, and I hope y'all are listening, is that the city will borrow against that money that's owed, right?
Oh, okay.
And so but now they're really trying to collect it. So as before, there was no obsession on their part to really collect and go after this money.
Right.
Now they need that money. So that's like if you got $5 in your pocket and you used to have $30, but you borrowed somebody $5, you gonna remember.
Lent.
Didn't I borrow you $5 last week?
Lent.
Give me my $5 back.
Didn't I lend you?
Didn't I?
I lent it.
Yeah.
I did lend.
Lent it. All right, my bad.
When we come back, hey, we got more. Y'all are mad about the whole city ticketing and towing your car.
They are.
But they ain't have a whole lot to say about the babies, but we'll talk about that later. 833-212-1017, our True Talk and text line. We'll be back with more on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth. Need a way to hype up your day?
Hey, is this Carolyn?
It is.
Congratulations, Carolyn. You just won this
Congratulations.
money.
Woo!
God is good all the time.
What would you do with $5,000?
I'm going to buy my nieces some school clothes because my nephew just passed away. So I'm going to get them some clothes.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Tip-off week is more than just the start of Bucks basketball. It's the start of a new season of memories. The raucous crowd, the thrill of every bucket, and the spectacular moments you'll talk about all year long. Whether you come with family, friends, or coworkers, we're all in for cheering Fear the Deer. Nothing compares to the energy of Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action from the very beginning. Get your tickets now at bucks.com/tickets. That's bucks.com/tickets.
Truth Nation, you have to be there on Saturday, November 1st at Destiny Youth Plaza near North 76 and West Good Hope Road. Join Mayor Cavalier Johnson for the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit happening from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's the one-stop shop resource fair connecting families with job opportunities, child support assistance, health education, vaccination, and screenings, financial empowerment and credit repair support, legal assistance, all in one place. You can't beat that. Bring your teams to explore internships, job readiness, and mentoring opportunities that build their future. Register early. Don't wait. Everyone is welcome. Visit milwaukee.gov/fatherhood to sign up as a participant, a vendor, or volunteer. That is milwaukee.gov/fatherhood. For more information, call 414-286-0222. That is the Milwaukee Fatherhood Summit on Saturday, November 1st from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Destiny Youth Plaza near North 76 and West Good Hope Road.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
The Truth in the Morning, baby. I'm gonna need some up-tempo music. I'm about to.
Well, he's feeling sad because he just gave you. He got to do all that stuff tomorrow. So Andrew's sad. This is his reflection music.
Okay, it's Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth, live from the American Family Insurance Studio. Bailey Coleman, Damian Elsie on a Thursday.
Yes.
And what a Thursday. Okay. We got to go straight to the Truth Talk and text line where Al is waiting. Good morning, Al.
Hey, I'm glad the city is getting their money. But the city could have been getting their money a long time ago, but they didn't want to put their big boy draws on, except they was dragging their feet. They could have been getting this money from these slumlords that got all these raggedy houses that's living out in Milwaukee.
Damn, preach!
Because back in the day, the inspectors used to come through here. If your tank was messed up, you was getting a citation. If you had 3 roofs, you was getting a citation. Now they got these old hags owning all these raggedy properties, and everybody got eyesight like Ray Charles, meaning it was a house in my neighborhood for a year, and they had no windows in the attic, and it was not sided. And every time I called the building inspector, they said they didn't see it until I came outside and pointed it out. They could have got their feet a long time ago, but certain neighborhoods, they don't care. But now they're caring now because they want to compete with the other cities. But they got to put their big boy draws on and take them training pants off if they want to compete. Have a good day.
All right, you have a great one too.
Al ain't lying. Like I told y'all, for 15 years or so, I was a City of Milwaukee building inspector, Department of Neighborhood Services.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what Al speaks. Back then, we was putting it on their taxes.
Yeah,
we had special enforcement. We had. The city was set up differently, and going back to how the city could have gotten their money instead of getting it off the money of, the middle class black people, and make these landlords pay their fair share, out of town landlords now. we had special enforcement that if you were a landlord that we determined was a slum landlord, you had a special inspector.
Right.
And they went around to all your property. So you couldn't run game, because a lot of times people they deal with this inspector, they'll deal with that inspector, they'll run game on this one. You couldn't run game on this one guy. Shout out to my man Roger Parazinski, he was a pit bull on these cats, commercial building owners in that regard. He wasn't special enforcement, but he was commercial, and he was a pit bull on them, and he would attack them.
Right.
No, you're gonna get this done.
Yeah.
This is how it's gonna be. Oh, I'm sorry. And sometimes you need that, but the landlord lobby is so big, and has so much money. They went to the state and basically cut out the teeth of Department of Neighborhood Services in the abilities to be able to do that, because we tried in the past to be able to just focus on out of town landlords, make sure their stuff is right.
Okay.
But they told us that was not constitutional or something we couldn't do.
Wow.
When it just seems like that's what we used to do. That's what the city used to do to protect its residents from, because that's the city's main function. You're protecting your residents from a lot of different things, and protecting them from predatory landlords should be on that list as well.
Yeah. Hey, 833-212-1017. That's our True Talk and text line. You want to get in on this conversation. Let's go directly to our True Talk and text line. Ant, thanks for holding. So, we're talking about the city's new toll law. What's up with that? How do you feel?
Oh, it's Dan. He had my name wrong.
See? Hey. Sorry, Dan.
Them white ears didn't.
Yeah, no. Good morning, though. Small fry. That don't even mean small fry. But good morning, guys, and thank you for being up early in the morning to hit us with these gems.
Oh, you're welcome, brother.
So
hey, man. So look, I'm gonna pull a page out your book, man. It ain't that we don't care about these kids. We care about these kids and about them eating, man. They don't care about these kids. And I'm going to tell you how, because, first of all, the only reason they coming to people about these dang I'm going to use the quote that they said, habitual tickets or whatever. Here's the thing, $17 million, because they want to use that money for the streetcar. We don't use nobody on the north or south side using that thing. We don't care. They care. Let's talk about why y'all not talking about the kids.
Right.
It ain't us, it's them.
Hey, you know what? Because the street, stay on the line. The streetcar is $4.5 million in debt. Then they got maintenance to cover. So last year they got $11 million in tickets and stuff like that. This year they want to get $17 million. The math is mathing, and it seems like a lot of it is going towards that streetcar stuff. You ain't lying.
They need to extend the streetcar.
We do. See, exactly. So it ain't. We don't care. They don't care, because how the heck you can spend these numbers and come up with different avenues.
Yeah, extend the streetcar so it goes in the hood and it picks up the folk that what's the name?
And then they ended bus lines.
Get rid of. Yeah, they gonna get rid of some of the bus lines. So let the streetcar expand into the hood and take over those routes.
No.
What?
Yeah, Jack.
Right. Come on now.
Yeah,
thanks for calling, brother.
Thanks, Dan.
No, we don't want the streetcar going into this.
He said brother's name was Ant.
How you get Ant?
A-N-T.
I understand. At least it had 3 letters.
Andrew, we love you.
We love messing with Andrew, because he only mess with him because he can take it. He's not getting upset.
Exactly.
But to his point, he's absolutely right. That all of this money that they're trying to raise is to cover for, a large portion of it is to cover for the streetcar.
The streetcar.
Whereas before they could have went and got this money and maybe they could have got some of our streets fixed.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make
if you're
gonna make us pay all of this money, and again, shout out to Brother Kyle Wallace, because this is one of his points.
Yeah.
Is that they are bridging the gap in the budget off of the black. Shout out to Homer. Off the backs of black people, right?
Very
and
true.
Middle class people.
Very true.
And again, this is that. How many times? And my thing is, how many times you gonna go to the well? So let's just wrap it up real quick in a bow. We got SNAP.
Yeah.
Half of the city kids are losing their benefits and won't be getting money.
Right.
You got the taxes going up in black areas. You got parking fines going up in black areas. How much can we take? How much can we carry?
We can't
before we decide we can't do it anymore.
The way I see it, there's going to be a whole lot of drivers off the street on the north side real soon. 39,000. Let's go to the Truth Talk.
You ain't gonna have to worry about reckless driving.
You
Everybody's
ain't.
car gonna be
It's
gone.
Everybody's car gonna be gone. Ain't nobody gonna be rolling out. The thing is, they're going to be like, yeah, my next check, I'm going to get my car out. See, when I get my car out, we're going to be straight. 833-212-1017, the True Talk and text line. Let's go to Deja. Thanks for holding, Deja.
How y'all doing? Blessed to see another day.
Yes.
So, yeah, all this taxing, all the ticketing, everything, all they're trying to do is pay for the hop, even though nobody uses it. Nobody. I mean, every single time I am downtown, I literally see nobody on it. I just think that it was a big waste of time, a big waste of our dollars that could have went towards fixing up National, because that street is terrible. And it's just money just being discarded whoever has control of where they see fit. It's nothing being actually put towards the neighborhoods that actually need it, or even so, getting some of the homeless people off the street, because I see more of those. I see more people on the street than I see people on the hop. So I'm trying to understand why we needed that. Honestly, that waste of space is a waste of space. I don't understand why we even needed that. We don't need that. I feel like it's a tourist attraction to get people from out of town to come in, or whatever the case may be. It did not matter. I personally feel like it was just a waste of time and a waste of our money, and we could have had better use of it.
You ain't lying. Thank you for the call. And let me say this: I was there when the debate was had about the streetcar.
Yeah.
I was in those meetings.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the behind the scene talk about it. I heard the in front of the scene talk about it. And the big thing that everyone was concerned about then has come to fruition now. So those who had concerns about it, and this was Tom Barrett's baby, and he wanted it, and we didn't know he was about to bounce.
Right.
But this ended up being he wanted this before he bounced out. And so he could have this legacy of, this is what I did for the city, as it goes around. Yeah, I did that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but it don't go nowhere.
But, you know, it
go 2 blocks.
It had, before the pandemic hit, it had aspirations of going up MLK and doing all of this stuff. And we were saying that, you know, because that's going to raise the property tax.
Yeah.
Anywhere a hop goes, it raises the property tax.
Yeah.
It raises property tax values. It does all of that. So there's a lot involved in it that we'll get into. But we got somebody on the call right now.
Black Conscience. Black Conscience. Yes, Black Conscience. You're on with Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Yo, knowledge is self and health is wealth. I don't know what y'all complain about. Y'all need to stop focusing on these things because, hey, they don't trip about y'all hip-hop, so we don't have this hop. And we don't have it going to the right to the tip of the hood, where Walnut meets King Drive, and then it's going to turn back around. We're not going to take it up Burleigh. We're not going to have the Kia boys surfing on the hop. We're not doing that. So we're not going to be having tag. No. We're going to get this money. You guys, you better worry about when wintertime comes around and we start charging you for removing snow, a service they've been providing for years. They're not going to charge you for it. Don't you love America? Don't you just love it?
Okay.
But that money is going to be going to the wrong place. The hop is only as good for Summerfest. It don't service us whatsoever. And if you really wanted to do something, they've been having reports on it. Start charging people to use it.
All right.
Start there.
That Black Conscious, we feel you on that. Thank you so much for your call and your comments. Hey, when we come back, we have a City of Milwaukee bus driver who I can't wait to hear what he's got to say about the hop. That's coming up next. You're checking out Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Are you ready to do some baking? Because it's We Energy's Cookie Book time. This year's book is packed with dozens of cookie recipes to bake and share. We're sure you'll find a few new favorites. Pick up your copy of this holiday tradition from We Energies at one of our drive-through distribution events. Go to WeEnergies.com to find an event near you. From all of us at We Energies, we offer you warm wishes for a bright holiday season. We Energies. Energy you can depend on.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. Mm-hmm. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive On collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Problems all over the place now. We've got a crash on the off-ramp from 43 southbound to Green Bay Avenue, so heads up with that. We've got a crash on westbound 94. Car went up against the wall on the left side, just past Highway 100. Another issue at Calhoun, off on the right shoulder being worked on. That is also a crash. We've also got eastbound 94 at looks like Springdale Road. The right lane is blocked with that one. We've also got an issue on 894 southbound at Beloit Road. So we got backups stretching back towards the Oklahoma Avenue area. Other than that, we got backups on 41 southbound from Good Hope Road all the way down past Hampton, northbound from before Mayfair Road all the way up to Capitol Drive. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, mostly sunny skies, a high of 54 tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 39. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
The Truth,
Okay,
Truth in
Andrew.
the Morning. I know, Andrew, right?
He took that to heart when we were
Okay.
talking about his music last night. He came with some heat. Okay. I sit back on you.
Okay. All right. Truth in the Morning, Bailey Coleman, Damian LZ, live from the American Family Insurance Studio, the heart of downtown Milwaukee.
Yeah, the bus driver.
Yeah, we have a bus driver. That's why we're going to go straight to the True Talk and text line. Jeremy, good morning.
Yes.
Okay,
Good
Jeremy,
morning.
give it to us real. What's your thoughts on this whole streetcar thing and the ticket thing and all that? We want to know all of it.
All right. So starting on the streetcar, that should be
a system that is wiped from the city. It does nothing for the average Milwaukee person. We don't ride it. The most people that ride it are MSOE students, people that are too bougie to get on a city bus, and they don't have to pay to get on it. It's a free service. And now the people that live in Milwaukee that either have a car or use public transportation other than the HOP has to fund the bill for riders that get on it for free.
Yep.
Yeah.
To go to the mainly corporate jobs because they don't service the jobs that most Milwaukee people work at. The new toll tax for people that have an abundance of tickets, which I get it. You got plenty of tickets. You don't pay them. They need their money. You can only get ticketed if you got a license plate. Majority of the city, reckless drivers don't even have a license plate on their car. And those cars don't get towed.
They should get
towed. They should.
They should. It should be an automatic tow if you're riding around the city without a license plate. Just like if I was to get stopped by the police and I didn't have my ID on me, well, they're going to take me because they need to find out who I am.
Or if these cars, because a lot of times they park these cars, they duck them off on vacant lots and stuff like that, or on a dark street someplace, they'll duck them off. They put these cars there. If you see a car like that, it should be towed. If you are a parking checker or a DPW worker or something like that, and you see that, you should, hey, there's a car ducked off over here, go get it.
Yeah.
And if it's somebody's, it shouldn't be parked there no way, so go get it. And that's, I hear what he's saying.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, thank you, Jeremy. We appreciate you. Appreciate your comments because you know what? Bus drivers have a whole different vantage point on this whole deal and how it rolls through. You know what I mean?
On the YouTube line, my man James Owens, 191, said, you better keep your head on the swivel. For real, it's finna get dangerous. We already have low vibrational thinking and people with no hope. Stay ready. For real. Shout out to Zip 4238. We were talking about the city-owned properties. We were talking about the properties and the landlords, and the city need to get money from there. And they said the city already owns half of these trap houses.
Wow.
Which is also true.
Wow.
Unfortunately.
All right. Our True Talking text line, 833-212-1017. Mel said, parking tickets should be paid. It doesn't matter what they use the money for. Pay your ticket. That's how the city gets revenue. Y'all want us to help you pay your energy bills. Do energy assistance. So pay your tickets.
I don't know what energy assistance got to do with the tickets.
That's true. But also, they'll tow you and sell your car if you can't get it out. Think about that.
Oh, they will. Now they got 30 days or so, or 60 days they can sell your joint. Before they was just destroying them, right?
Right.
Now they can sell them and do all of that stuff. So
wow,
that's another way. I don't know how many cars they're going to sell that way, but that's another way of them getting revenue is that way. But listen, we have to understand that on a serious note, we've been joking and we've been playing with it, but you know, the black community has been forever been over-policed, and in being over-policed, they've over-ticketed. They do a lot of stuff on the backs of the black and brown people in this city, right?
Right.
And so they are literally merging and connecting, covering holes in the budget off of going to the well too many times, and the well is us. You know, like I said, property taxes, the parking tickets and stuff, all of this different stuff that's going to affect the same areas of this city. They're going to hit these areas the hardest.
Yes.
It would seem to me that you would think of something that, let's spread this out. Let's spread this around.
Okay.
Where this money is being derived from this area or different areas of the city. And somebody on the YouTube line was talking about the gas prices. And I've always, you know, I travel all over the city.
Right.
And the gas prices on the north side are way higher than they are on the south side, unless you go to certain places. Why is that? Because they know we are going to pay for it. They know we're not going to travel all the way to the south side to get our gas, whereas maybe Southsiders will travel around and go to different places to find the cheapest gas, so they keep it down. Not making it an excuse, but they know they have a community that is secluded, a community that can't get out of that community for the most part.
Right.
Because it's hyper-segregated Milwaukee, right?
Right.
So they can jump on us. They can tax us. They can parking ticket us to death. And what are we going to do about it? Where you going to go?
You can't. Nothing.
You stuck.
You stuck.
So let's get them.
Yeah.
And then if you do leave, they didn't want you here in the beginning. They want to bring in the other type of people anyway. So they didn't want you. So if you do leave, bye.
Okay. 833-212-1017, True Talk and text line, going right to my guy Jay. Jay, good morning. What are your thoughts?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
We're good. We're good.
Jay, what you smoking on?
Okay. Because he's coughing over there like,
No.
What's that you smoking on?
No. Good morning to everybody. But listen. Listen, I just want to say I'm in favor of the hop. And I think that, the Milwaukee and the downtown Milwaukee needs to be built up more. It needs to be more, attractive for out-of-towners. They should even expand the hop. And I'm sure, and y'all know this, y'all know everything ain't for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the hop ain't for everybody.
Right.
It's not for everybody. So, if you ain't downtown, if you don't work downtown, if you don't be downtown, then it ain't for you.
It ain't for you.
So you should leave it alone. It ain't even for you. Let the because I work downtown.
Let me ask you a question. Why do you think that downtown needs to be built up? Do you think that it needs to be built up as opposed to the communities getting built up, or do you think building up downtown will attract more money and then they'll eventually spend that money on the community? Is that the route you're taking?
Exactly. Yes. You gotta. We're supposed to be a big metropolis. We gotta have a big, exciting, luxurious, wonderful downtown like these other cities.
Mm-hmm.
And Milwaukee needs more public transportation as it is. That's why like you say, we can't get nowhere. We need better transportation.
Well,
it's too bad we. Go ahead.
So with that in mind, and understanding your thinking and how you feel like it'll go, is more so a trickle-down effect, that they will get this money, and you have faith and you believe in the city government and those over the city coffers to then take that money that they historically haven't done and invest it in the communities themselves. Have they done that? Have they shown they done that? That's what I'm saying. So in a natural, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
In a better situation, you would be right. That if we had a history of a Milwaukee where that had taken place, then okay, I would have that, and I would agree with that. But in this situation, I don't know. And we'll see what Chevy does when he gets this money. But I feel you, brother.
Okay, when we come back.
Thank you for calling.
Yes, thanks for calling. When we come back, I'll tell you about the experience of my city where I grew up in, because we had a similar situation. We'll talk about it. Y'all know I'm from Seattle, so okay. It's Truth in the Morning with Bailey Coleman, Damian LZ, live from the American Family Insurance Studio, 1017 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Tune into The Truth this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. for another episode of Forward Together for Kids, presented by City Forward Collective and hosted by myself, Kyle Wallace, and Celestin Morgan Jr., Executive Director at City Forward Collective. We'll be joined by Jody Weber, CEO of Seeds of Health, a public charter school system which operates 5 schools inside the city of Milwaukee. We will discuss how every high school senior enrolls in a pathway program at MATC to prepare for their journey after high school. Again, that's Forward Together for Kids this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
You ever see the sign above the highway? The number of people that have been killed on the road? My wife, my son, and my unborn child were killed by a distracted driver. They were more than just a number.
Your phone isn't worth it.
Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
Fall in Milwaukee, where the air is crisp, the drinks are cold, and the good times are just heating up. Stroll Milwaukee's lakefront and explore its parks as they burst into a kaleidoscope of golds, ambers, and reds. Raise a glass at a beer garden that feels like a neighborhood block party, Milwaukee style. And just as the temps fall, Brewers baseball is turning up the heat. October dreams are made right here. This season, every color, every cheer, every sip, it all comes together in Milwaukee. Craft your perfect getaway at visitmilwaukee.org.
It's 1017 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month, and get this, 0% interest for up to 60 months. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 10/31 of 2025.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Whew, 1017 The Truth in the morning. Bailey Coleman, Damian LZ. And so we were talking off air, and we were talking to the last caller, Jay, right? Yeah. Was it Jay? Okay. And, when we're talking, a lot of times, like, our producer will say something in our ear and make us laugh. And he reminded us that, hey, we're working downtown.
Yeah, we don't use it.
And we don't use it. We don't use it at all.
It's crazy.
I mean, but okay. So I want to tell you about the city I grew up in. I grew up in the city of Seattle. And there's a mode of transportation there called the monorail.
They got the hop too, don't they?
No.
They don't? Oh,
it's the monorail.
Okay.
And it was built back in 1962 from the 1962 World's Fair, and that opened on March 24th, 1962. Now, look, there's a couple things that were left there from the World's Fair, right? The Space Needle everybody knows about, right? And then this monorail. But the monorail, right, was like the hop.
Back then.
Well, it only went, it only had a couple stops.
It was purely for show for the World's Fair. I understand
exactly. Well, listen. So some years went by, and it stayed like that until I think it was the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the monorail has pretty much taken over the bus system. So it is everywhere there. Now, you wouldn't think. Now, I rode on the one as a kid that was just like a couple blocks because, it was a big deal, right? Big deal from the world. So everybody rode it, right? And basically what they did with it was there was a bus hub at the end of it, and that's where a lot of people would catch their buses when you would go to the Seattle Center. So it really only went a few blocks, just like the thing here, right? Now it's a major mode of transportation. They have expanded the monorail so it goes out in the suburbs. You can catch it out to the airport, come back home. It's everywhere. It's everywhere out there. But they had the forethought. Seattle's a major city now. I grew up there. It's a lot different. And the monorail is a huge deal because somebody came along and said, hey, you know what? We need to expand this. And they did it at the right time and everything.
Seattle is a progressive city.
It is very much. So you could catch a monorail way out into all over the place there.
And it rains a lot. So maybe
okay.
Maybe we're trying to say to people
Let me dispel that rumor.
Who, Seattle?
It does not rain like it used to. Climate change is real. Climate change is real. And for those of you that think it's not, for those of you that think it's not, most of their winter time, most of it is spent with like kind of 50, 60, kind of like the weather we've been having now. Maybe a little cloudy, I
heard it
50 degrees.
Seattle and Portland.
And it has been
depressed people.
The suicide capital of the world at some point.
That's
right?
why they needed the monorail.
But that was back in the days when I lived there. Because the rain, the rain.
Some joy in their life.
The rain was a beast back then. It's different now, though. It's a lot different now. I mean, they're having their weather right now. They're having some windy kind of situations and stuff right now. But, and all my siblings, shout out to our Western Seaboard. Shout out to them because they be out there listening. They love you, Dame. Dame, they love you.
That's why I'm not talking about
They love you, Dame.
I know
they shout out. They like, we like Dame. I was like, okay.
Shout out Bailey's family.
Look, I be on too. Don't y'all worry about me though. How was I?
No,
Dame. Dame
out to
is the man.
Family that loves Dame Elgin. I love you too. How did we get here? Listen, the hop.
I wanted to give people hope with the hop. That's why I discussed the monorail.
Now listen,
it took many years, clearly. But
when they were talking about building the hop and all of the, other legs they were going to add to it, it was going to go all the way up to North Avenue.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like.
It was going to do all of this other stuff. Then the pandemic hit.
Oh.
And now they realize. And good thing it did, because if it wouldn't, the bill we would be footing would be 3 or 4 times higher than the 4.2 whatever million we're spending right now, because that wouldn't have been consistent with if we had built it out that way and built it out towards the lake and built it out towards the south side to Walker's Point and all of that stuff, and all like it was supposed to be, right? Mm-hmm. If they would have done all of that. Because now instead of us having 4.2 million that we got to cover, it would have been 12, 13 million.
Well, I think if they would have made it useful, though, I mean, because they really don't have it in an area where a lot of people clearly are taking it or utilizing it.
And it causes gentrification. Let's not fake the funk. It causes for property taxes and property values to skyrocket immediately after the hop is built. And that's why certain people downtown like it, and certain people will say, well, it caused, even though it's costing us $4.2 million to maintain it and other stuff to fix it, that money is made up off of the taxes that it raised in that area. Okay, you can say that, but if you start sending it up MLK and North, what about all of those black people that own houses on the other side of 4th Street, Halyard Park, all of that stuff? Those houses are going to skyrocket.
Yeah.
And their value, go out towards Walker's Point. Those houses over there, they already feeling gentrification. That used to be all Latinos over there.
Yeah.
They ain't there no more.
They ain't there. They gone.
They gone.
All right, then.
They
Andrew.
used to be Fuentes, El Fuentes and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
It's gone. They done run them out of there. They used to be the only ones there.
Yeah, that's true. Andrew, what you got?
I hate to rain on your Seattle parade.
Uh-huh.
So it took 35 years for them to expand the monorail.
That's what I'm saying. But there's hope. It's 35 years. I know.
So on that
I
pace,
did say
2053, Dame, is when we can expect the hop to work.
But what I'm saying is at least something happened. This is the point, because I told you it was there in the 60s, right? And then it was like the early 2000s.
She skipped over them 35 years.
No, I said it. I just didn't say 35 years. I said it took some time, right? But there is hope. There's hope for the world.
Yeah, thanks for global warming our glacial pace.
Right.
We'll go quicker.
35 years is turned in one page.
Look, hey.
She went from page 10 to 11 and skipped 35 years in between that.
There's hope. There's hope. That's all I'm saying. There's hope.
So you're saying, by your estimation, and by Bailey's analogy,
I'm telling
you, it would be 2053
before
the hop is useful and purposeful for the city of Milwaukee.
I cannot help how long it took. And that's interesting that it took them that long to realize we need to do something, right? It's interesting that but because, they got money out there. They got a couple dollars out there. They got all kinds of people out there. They got Microsoft out there. They got the, so they got
that good. They got that liberal money.
That tech money. That good
money.
Yeah. So it's they did something. Milwaukee might want to.
The dude went and bought the Clippers.
I mean,
they did a bunch of stuff.
They got money out there.
Yeah,
so
a lot of 1%ers out there.
Yeah. So I mean,
eat the rich.
Andrew.
Well, I'm excited for Dame's daughter to have a show on The Truth when the hop is finally ready.
Right, all 5 of them will be on here, and it'll be.
Oh, you're newborn because you got your newborn. Yeah,
all of them will be. There's 5 mics up here by 2053. They all have their own show. It'll be called the Elsie Girls, and everybody will be up here. Yana will be sitting in your seat.
The starting 5,
and there you go, because that is the trajectory that we're on.
Yeah. Well, hey, the thing is, it eventually happened, right?
There's hold out hope.
And look, here's the other part. All our people have to do here in Milwaukee is really think about it and realize, hey, we need to expand this and we need to do it right away. Now, when they first came out, they were saying a lot of expansion was going to be all over the place, right?
I just told you it was supposed to go to North Avenue.
Yeah.
And up to the Vail. That's why they did the Vail Phillips Station and all that. It's supposed to go up to North Avenue.
Okay.
Come around this way, turn up in there, and then go up to Walker's Point. It was going to be another line going up there. And the pandemic was like, nah. The
pandemic was like that for a lot of people.
Now we've learned that if we would have, just imagine if the pandemic wouldn't hit and we would have spent all of that money, then we would, first of all, we would have owed the federal government more money than we already owe them, because on that little part of the hop, that little part was like 120-something million. We got 60-something from the feds or 70-something from the feds, and we put in 50-something, right?
Mm-hmm.
My numbers may be a little bit off, but it was that much. So you talking about extending that. So we are beholden to the feds. We have to run the hop. If we don't, if we shut the hop down, we got to pay them back. So we already, so that little $4 million, I'm talking crazy about it, but that's pennies in a bucket compared to the potentiality of us having to pay back $70 million to the Fed.
Oh yeah,
because y'all want to run the hop.
Did you make up that word?
Potentiality?
Yeah.
It sounds good though, don't it? Didn't it sound good? If you wouldn't have said nothing. If you wouldn't have said nothing, people would have looked that word up and they would have thought that word, because I said it. I said
confidence.
It with so much confidence.
Yes, you did.
The potentiality
of the situation.
Give me a
the
goofy.
consequences and repercussions of the situation.
David Wayans when he in jail and he got the goofy on and he started making up words. And y'all, you said something to her about that? It's always the white man.
Andrew keep us on our toes. Yeah.
There need to be a word, potentiality. This sounded right.
It sound good. I'll give you all the credit in the world. That sounded really good.
It fit.
And you would have gotten away with it.
Except for the white man. It's like on Scooby-Doo when they pull off the
Scooby-Doo?
When they pull off the dude's mask, and you would have got away with it except for. All right, we gotta go.
Whew, we gotta get out of here.
See y'all tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with Andrew.
What the business is, sip to that tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow.
Hey, if you got a business, get ready. Get ready. Tomorrow, have all your information together and ready. Plus, we're gonna do our 5K giveaway tomorrow too, right? Yeah, right. So somebody gonna roll out of this show. So if you qualify for that too, make sure you're at your phone and ready, because we're gonna keep going down the list. And me and Andrew, our fingers be hurting, so you might want to get ready. All right, we'll check you out tomorrow morning right here. My guy Sherwin Hughes is up next on 101.7 The Truth. Good morning.
Coming with straight truth. If you acted up, if you were out here doing